welcome back, one and all. Welcome back to the stream. I didn't get the PC game set up here. Let me go ahead and do that really quick. That set up like so. And there we go. We are live. We are live, and we immediately get a raid from Rogue. Good lord. Is that what happens as soon as I go live? Wow. Well, let's talk about that. That's pretty amazing. Welcome from Rogue Stream, guys. Welcome. Sit down, relax, have a little fun with me here. Let me adjust this camera like so I can say hi to you. How's it going? My name is Patrick. I am one of the G1 Game Days streamers. So if you know Rogue from G1 Game Days, I'm also one of them, so welcome. If you like what you see tonight, why don't you go ahead and follow up if you haven't followed already, so you can come back and say hi. Thank you very much, Evil Monkey, with the Tier 1 sub Reset Squad. Evil Monkey has joined the Reset Squad just like that, and you can do the same. Thank you very much for the host. I appreciate that as well. Really quick before we get into everything here with tonight's MMO Night with Final Fantasy XIV, I wanted to just let everybody know that any of the bits, subs, donations going forward right now is going to be toward my cataract surgery that I will start having this Friday. First is going to be the left eye, second is going to be the right eye. We're looking at a price tag of about $500. Reason why I'm, letting you know that in advance is because, you know what, you guys sub to me, it's your money, and I think you have a right to know exactly what it's going for. So just wanted to throw that out there. Now, in the interim, it's not going to be just me tonight. I am going to have, well, you saw him sub just a moment ago. Monkey is going to be jumping in here, and we are going to both be playing some 14. Let me see here. I'm going to hop in. So thank you. I appreciate it. I predict that everything's going to be fine with it. I don't see any reason why the cataract surgery should be problematic. The only thing I'm really worried about is it's probably from watching too much Forensic Files, but I don't like the idea of any surgery that requires succinylcholine, and I know that's what they're going to use.
Yeah, probably.
So the idea of succinylcholine is scary too.
Well, if it makes you feel better, also, hello, everybody.
Hello!
What I can say is, since you'll be coming to my place of work for that surgery, I can tell you that we have not had a single problem visit from this. To me, this is very mundane. We see all
your surgeons do a good job.
Yeah, and the person you're getting, really, you're in good hands. So,
oh, and look who's here right now with us. That's if you're wondering who Catral's Wolfram is, that is Catawolf. So he's joined up and he's hanging out with us here.
Hold on, I gotta switch data centers.
Hey, Kata. Hello, Mystery Boys. No, that's not Mystery Boys. That's Evil Monkey G1, the guy who just subbed.
Yeah, hello.
He goes by Ice in the Discord. So I think everybody will be happy to hear this. I haven't officially put it on the schedule, but hey, we've got a crowd of people. Let's talk about it. Probably been playing too many games as a variety streamer to the point where nobody knows what the fuck to expect out of me, and that's a bit of an issue. So we're going to condense it. We are going to have a retro night, a chill night, community night, MMO night. So that means Sundays, an MMO night. If it's not something else, you can expect 14. It's going to happen. Community night is going to be whatever games the community really enjoys. So far, that's Minecraft primarily. Retro is probably going to be me taking the piss out of IGN for a little while.
think it's the
And
first
Shilnai's
time.
probably like Stardew or something.
I think it's the first time we've played 14 since I've moved to this apartment.
I think so.
So where are you in your progression, sir?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm getting called out.
Very important question. I don't know if you heard, but a new expansion was announced. So,
Announced, but we don't know when it's coming out, so I'm not feeling the pressure yet.
It's coming out in fall.
Of this year?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
That was announced in the trailer.
A little bit of pressure.
I mean, it would have come out in the summer, but COVID kind of moved everything a little bit forward. So, you know, good luck.
Let's see. If it breeds, we can kill it. Bleeds, not breeds. Jesus! Well, that's that's a Freudian slip, isn't it? So we have that one. Science of Deduction. Maniac Manor.
I'm seeing a lot of side quest stuff. If it breeds, sounds like the expert version. You don't need to mess with that.
No.
I would focus on main scenario quest.
All right. Good Intentions is main scenario, it seems.
Well, it should say. Oh, hold on. What's the top? Can you look at where the top left above your map? Because I see a little mark, and maybe it's required.
If it bleeds is required, is what Kata just said.
Well, then we gotta do it. So
yeah, we gotta do it. To Johnny, really quick, since Johnny Chase asked what I meant by taking the piss out of IGN, I am going to start going down my own top 20 games and playing those in retro. The way I think the top 20 games should be. So, taking little jabs at IGN versus what they put. Because when you put RC Pro-Am in the top 20... What? RC Pro.
I don't know what that is.
Children. So I think we need to, or I need to do the effort one.
Yeah.
Seems it.
You got quests to do. We got to get you progressing again. You got an expansion to catch up to.
I think there's also some dungeons I'm gonna need to do.
I mean, I'm here for that.
Well, yes, that is the point. So we'll head over there. We'll get to it.
So while you're doing that, I'm going to explain to you what was announced for the expansion and what we know.
Okay, yeah. Because you'll be educating not only me, but everybody watching, too.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to start with the most important thing. The name of the expansion is called Endwalker. And Yoshi P has stated that unlike any other expansion, the main story will not end in the patches, but it will end at 6.0. So you're going, when you beat the expansion, you have finished the story. Now there will be patches, but it will be setting up a new story and a new arc. Yoshi P then teased, does that mean he's going to leave the game? And he made a quote, which I'm a big fan of hearing, where he said, "I'm going to work on Final Fantasy XIV until either the president of Square Enix kicks me off the project, or I'm dead because I view this as my lifelong project." And then they joke that he would continue to work on the game even after he dies.
That's some dedication.
Yep, so Yoshi P's on it for life. And afterlife.
There you go.
A lot of things, we don't know specifics how this works, but the trailer definitely alludes to the world being on fire. So we may have like a Cataclysm-like event. We do not know specifics and how that's going to work, but the trailer shows not only the map on fire, but locations that we can already go to that are in direct risk.
But will a large, scaly dragon show up?
Maybe. I will also say that the main feature of the trailer, and I highly recommend watching it, is we're going to the fucking moon!
So what you're telling me is the next expansion is actually Wall Street Bet.
That's right. To the moon. There is also
Perfect.
a mount that they're selling for FanFest this year, which, by the way, is entirely virtual. Meaning this is the first FanFest I get to go to. And that mount is an 8-seater, so you can sit your entire party in there. It's going to be amazing for map parties.
The Bowl of Embers is now accessible. Let's just state it.
Yeah, that looks like a hard modes thing, but we may have to do it. Yeah, we have to do it, so whatever. Just invite me, and we'll do it.
You have to do that one. Okay. I'm gonna have to remember all my stuff. It's been a hot minute since I played.
Well, we did yell at you.
Yes. That is true. So, I had Adora and Eric here over at the same time recently, and we were hanging out, and they both got on to me about not having a 14 night anymore.
Well, not only that, but it was that, once again, you quit before the expansion that everyone wants you to do, because you're still in 2.x. And we're all just begging for you to be past 2.x at this point.
Okay,
you know.
I
don't necessarily need you caught up, but I do need you at least in the 3.0.
Well, I've got a lot of stuff going on. I got a lot to do. I've got to pick on IGN. Okay, I'll invite you as well. No problem.
We also have a new healer that was announced that looks really cool called Mage, which I recommend watching the footage of. I'm not very good at describing jobs, but it looks fun. Kind of reminds me of PSO a little bit.
Ooh.
So I do recommend
PSO.
watching the trailer, both the CG trailer and the job trailer for Mage. And they're hinting at Necromancer being the other job that's going to be announced.
There we go. Okay, I pulled up Duty Finder. What is the hotkey? Yeah, I remembered.
PS5 version is announced. Upgrades for the next generation console. Of course, free of charge. The main thing they were hyping up was fast loading times. And they're going to make all the assets more HD.
Okay, I did click join. You guys have the same opportunity to join?
We are in the party. We're just waiting for it to form.
Hello. Okay.
Howdy.
Hello. I don't think I've ever heard you speak.
I guess this is the first time for everything.
Well,
Holy
look what
shit.
happened. But yeah, new expansion looks really good. And I'm very excited.
Yep.
There we go. It's time.
Now, even though this is the hard mode, this is old as shit, and it wasn't that hard when it came out, so we're not going to have any problems with this.
Assuming people don't ignore that one.
There's
part
barely
of the
any mechanics of this. if I
Have you
remember.
forgotten who you brought?
Okay, well,
you're
aside
you
from
get a pass.
you just heal people, you'll be fine. That's what you do.
Also,
That's a
Pat,
tall order. What are
Good
you
thing.
asking of me?
good thing. Along with the expansion, they also showed they were also going to show a preview of what's coming in the next patch. Yeah, they did the showing for the expansion first, and then they planned the preview thing later on. But then the CEO of Square Enix came in, announced the PS5 version, and along with that, the guy ended up spoiling the release date of the patch.
That's true. Which is going to be the same day, by the way. That next patch is going to also have the PS5 update.
The beta actually, but yeah.
Or the beta, but, you know, it's going to be the attempt for it. And which doesn't mean anything to me, because I'm not getting a PS5 anytime.
Yeah.
How did somebody
Sucking
already
up.
get, like, fucking slammed that hard?
That happens.
People are dumb.
I'll save them.
Well, that's your job.
Don't you tell me my
If
job.
I decide to run in the wall of fire, you have to do it.
No, I don't.
I'm a dragoon. You have to save me for my insecurity. It's my job.
I know what dragoons are good for.
for you to save them?
No, to be corpses.
We have already been hurt. Thank you for the heal.
Yeah, you know I can't let you actually drop away. Oh, that was a bad cone.
Get out of there, Pat.
On it.
You're in the danger.
Thank you.
But
I need
yeah,
to move forward.
this current patch that we're on actually has one of my favorite dungeons in the whole game. So they're on a high point in general lately. Just mechanically, it's a lot of fun. Oh yeah, we should probably enjoy the nail.
I mean, that hurt a little bit, but it's expected. We'll be fine.
This is the one part that I always hope people don't forget about, because if we don't kill the nails, we all die.
I'd rather not die. Not today.
They got him.
Done.
We good. Hey, chat, can you guys tell me if the audio in the game is a little too loud? I feel like it is.
It sounds a little bit loud on my end, but it's not that bad.
For the record, my controller makes noises whenever the limit break goes off, and I'm not able to fix that. So it's
That hurt.
very once in a while.
Alright, time for some mobs.
Bye, Pat.
No,
Oh, shit!
those aren't
I didn't know
mobs.
those things happened. Shit!
First time for everything.
You really should be playing as your Dragoon. You're like you're good at. You're playing the role of Dragoon, really.
Or if you want anything exciting, you can just unlock Red Mage or Samurai. Just start off at 50.
Yeah, but don't you get those from
Oh my god.
other locations?
No, both of them are good job, and you don't need to be Stormblood in order to have it.
Oh, there you go.
So I guess you gotta get closer and just start hugging him after it starts getting that
we
crazy.
Got him. We got him.
Okay, cool.
You don't even need to be at Stormblood in order to access Red Mage or Samurai. You just need to be the... What was the name of it? The Praetorian Quest.
Alright. Oh yeah, I did kind of forget to cast my lamp orb. Does any of it matter?
By this point, these are just cosmetics.
No, none of that matters.
What patch are you on? And then I'll answer that question.
I am assuming he's in point 2 or point 3, because this is the part where you gotta do the hard versions of Garuda, Titan, and...
So if that's the case, then wouldn't eye level matter for him?
It was something I couldn't use.
That was a katana, so even if it was good for him, you
No,
can't...
I'm just saying to pay attention to getting drops, because no one else is going to get
yes.
drops.
Well, yes, I always look, but I can assure you that that was something I couldn't
Well,
use.
if there's nothing you can't use, don't worry about it. I just want to make sure you weren't, like, eye level fucks to the wind. Oh, one major change
I'm not
that's
being
coming.
dumb.
Belts are being removed from the game.
What?
No more belts.
Yep, they're getting rid of belts.
They're
That
doing
seems
it. I'll tell you
odd.
why. No. You jump too quick to the odd train when there's reason behind it. You see, if
Okay.
you look at belts, you may notice that they have no visual look on your model at all. They don't offer anything.
They're
So
the
that's
only,
why they're removing them.
Yeah, they're literally the only thing you can equip that is not visible on your character.
Do they have
They
any
don't-
stats?
They have stats, but they can work around that.
Mhm.
But they don't. They want to give you drops of things that are visual, is what it is.
Well, sure, I understand because
And-
everybody loves to do their glamours.
And in exchange
get
for
that.
that, all the slots that are taken up by the belt spaces in the armory chest, they're being distributed to weapons, 15 spaces for weapons, and 15 spaces for rings.
It's a lot better of a system for a lot of people.
It just
Um,
seems like it would be, I don't know, just like a really big number change, a big number crunch, or something
Speaking
like
of
that.
speaking of that, we're getting a
Oh,
stat
yeah.
crunch.
Yep, we're finally getting what WoW has experienced before. Our big numbers are becoming
WoW's experienced
smaller
that
numbers.
Twice.
Yep, well, it's
And they
happening
still
for the
can't
first
get it
time. For us, they say it's entirely going to be percentage. The big thing that they're warning us about is trying to solo old content. But it's such a specific thing. I feel like it's not going to affect real.
So they're saying like, don't think you can just kind of yellow through that stuff. That might be problematic.
It used to be that there was a very specific raid that people would do that a lot in, and they're trying to figure out ways around that now. But that's like the only real downside to it.
I gotcha.
But it makes sense. And the biggest change of all, and why I wish I could go back in time and get my money back, is that we're finally able to switch data servers and play with whoever.
I know.
For free.
They haven't gone into detail about it. They haven't gone into detail, but yeah,
we don't know details, but it sounds like, from as I understand, it's similar to the system we have now, except with whole data
between data centers instead of just different servers.
Yeah, which means that once that happens, the character I'm currently playing will go fucks to the wind. I'll just play my only character because who cares? I can just go on a data center.
Oh, good lord, I'm back here again.
Yeah, the Waking Sands, or... Anyways,
there's a whole fate that's a parody of the fact that you go to the Waking Sands so many times. Next.
I was gonna say, regarding the stat crunch, that's only going to affect all the stuff from level 51 to 80. Vanilla content is untouched.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna affect you as much as it would be like if you were trying to solo stuff.
Oh, I guess
like it's really not going to make a major change.
Yeah, they're also going to reduce the health and damage of certain enemies to match up with that.
Yeah.
Like for example, just to give an example, they said a boss that's going to be added in 5.5 has like 400 million HP.
Yeah. The scaling had gotten crazy because we just let that fester. It's one of those, it's a matter of time, but it doesn't really like change anything, so it doesn't bother me. I don't think there was any like announcements that were like truly shocking, other than that the end of the story is coming in the expansion.
No, the end of this story arc. The story's
the end of the story arc, but the main hook. Like whatever's happening after this, nobody really has any idea.
Yeah.
There's no leads to whatever.
So, well, I know you mentioned the possibility of like a kind of a reset on this. Do you still believe that could possibly happen?
Not the same way. I'm not expecting a full WoW thing, but I am expecting a new soft reset. In the sense where if you are a new player, you can pop right into the next expansion. Expecting something like that. But I don't think we're going to get a full cataclysm. I think the event we're about to hit, they have not explained at all what that's going to be. We just know that the story is going to, start from fresh, so to speak, new arc.
So just to clarify, because I mean, you guys are the number one people that ask such things. You do not believe that this is going to be like a second coming of ARR.
No, and I'll tell you right now why I'm sure that's not the case. Is because they're talking about the PS5 port, and like, why would they be putting so much effort into changing assets for this engine for PS5 if they were going to just scrap it?
No, I don't disagree with that at all. If they definitely have intentions of bringing that to PS5, and correct me if I'm wrong, they still wanted to bring that to Xbox Series X as well, right?
Okay, so that one, while nothing's been said, fucking I believe that shit may have fallen through somewhere, because like they said that 3 years ago, and there's still not any announcement.
Well, there you go.
I will not be surprised. Because they originally said the reason it wasn't on Xbox is because of some rule that was on Phil Spencer's side. And Phil Spencer said they'd work with him, but it's still not there. And I just they don't have a deal with Sony. It's something going on with Microsoft.
Monkey,
I know
not
why
really
it's not on
just-
Switch.
Well,
Like-
yeah, it couldn't handle it.
Monkey,
Yeah,
question.
What's up?
yeah.
Why the fuck do you have level 1 jewelry?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
This is not a real character. I bought this character so that he could switch servers to play with you all,
Fair enough.
and I've put a total of no time into this character at all.
But, I mean...
So this is
Oh,
just
okay.
how it comes.
He's over here.
This is just how it comes if you buy the character.
I was going to say, I am assuming you bought a level jump for that?
Oh, this is not my character. Like this is not my character. Is on a whole other data center.
That much I knew,
And-
Crystal.
Yeah, and so yeah, this is level jump, and this is
Yeah,
story move up. This is
I
entirely
knew that wasn't
for,
your main.
and I literally figure that the content, since he's not even in 3.0, that I don't have to put in any effort because the eye level is going to be just fine.
I was gonna say,
You
because
know.
supposedly the level jump includes gear, so... Oh,
I couldn't tell you, but I also I'm not really taking a lot of consideration because it's just my eye level is going to be
I knew
fine.
that wasn't your main because I mean, it's a different name besides Ice Garrison. So
Yeah. Oh, I'm
I knew it was
never
something
moving from my FC. I've been with them for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
and they're some of my best friends. So a lot of them I've met in person. So
And-
that ain't happening.
and guilds
have
have unfortunately never meant anything to me. So
Well, that's fine, but you know,
I'm
like
not
I've-
moving either.
well, I mean, your FC is filled with like screw attack folks and whatnot. So I could see the connection there.
Yeah, yes and no.
What-
I mean,
like
some
if-
are from the screw type,
Well,
but
some of them, yes. Yes. But, like, if Game Days made something like that, then yes, I would have an attachment and I would care. But otherwise, some folks I'm just meeting, it's gonna have to be a lot of effort.
well, as I say, I have a 10-year history, so you know,
Okay.
I'm not giving that up. I'm not expecting anyone else to do that, but I was also there at the beginning of this game. Well, hold on. At the beginning of this game when it was good.
She's a little angry. She's a little fucking angry.
Okay, this actually has mechanics.
Yes, there are some parts where you have to hide behind these, so I know that.
Okay.
I mean, you've already fought her, so you already know the basic gist of it.
But
It's
now
been a
gonna-
while.
See, this is what happens when you put an MMO down for a lifetime.
Everybody else is running, so I'm running too.
And look how they're running behind. Okay. I'm a little rusty too. I took a little break when the current patch showed up. But I always have the same art, which is I tend to when an expansion comes out, I'm addicted to the fucking game for about two
that
patches,
one-
and then I'm slowly calmed down until the next
Come
expansion's announced, and then I get back into it.
Where are you? There you are. I was gonna say, you're not visible to me because I can't heal you.
So I'm getting back into it now that I have the expansion to be excited about.
So yeah, Sage is gonna be the next healer. Finally, a new healer after 5 years.
We needed it, but that Sage also looks like a lot of fun. Also looks kind of PSO-y.
I was gonna say, I like that it looks more technological rather than pure magic.
That's
It
one
doesn't
thing I was
look
gonna
like
say.
a healer. It looks like an action thing that heals.
The one thing I was going to say about Xbox is it sucks that they're not going to get 14, but they do have PSO, which is cool.
Sure. I played a little PSO too on my PC.
I played occasionally.
Well, you played some over here too.
Yeah, it's neat, but it's a little jank. But it's also like I'm playing early parts of the game.
I was gonna say, it
How many
definitely-
years? So it's like me talking about this game and I've only played 2.0. It's like I know it's
definitely jank. It's
suppose the
I'm
original
sure.
PSO was janky as well, so...
I have a lot to get through to get to that point, and I don't have any attachment to PSO, so like I don't know if I'm gonna put in that effort.
One thing I will say for PSO2, Jesus fucking Christ, does the story drag on?
Right now, I hate the story. That may change, but I just like that you're just so stock anime.
Yeah, there's so many anime stereotypes I can't handle it.
I can't handle it.
I don't
Like,
remember the story for PSO 1 being worth anything either.
Well, it's like, okay, this game at its worst is boring. You know, like when this game's interesting, I'm enthralled. But you know, worst case scenario, I'm just not paying attention. When PSO is bad, it's fucking like obnoxiously anime.
Come on, let's
It's like
get
I
you
can
up.
feel the virginity just crawling out of the screen.
Okay.
That is true. I support his statement.
I have confirmation.
Oh no.
I support
She
his statement.
died.
He's telling the truth.
Okay, that's not me calling it bad, but I'm just saying, like,
Like,
it'll never. It's just a very casual enjoyment, as opposed to this, where I'm into
there it
it.
is.
But everyone has their game, I
I was
guess.
gonna say
Can't use it.
PSO2 in terms of story has one of the anime stereotypes
About-
I hate the most, which is, hey, the bad guy is just a few steps away doing a thing. Why are we
God.
just standing here? Why are we not stopping them? They
Now,
do
having
it
said
so-
that, again, I'm so early that I really can't. Like, I have no authority talking about that game at all, right?
I'm telling you,
I
they do
can-
it a lot.
Because I can tell that there's tons and tons of game and depth, and I've seen none of it. But I did see some of the events, and I was cringing at one of them.
Which one?
There was a Sonic event, and I saw what there was. Looked like Knuckles, but it was a humanoid, and it was so
Yeah.
fucking cringy that
Oh, they
just-
have no qualms with doing shit like that.
I
in,
saw that, and I said, I just don't want to be near this game.
They have Persona stuff as well.
That's terrible. I mean, that's great. Look, this game's guilty of that. We have crossover events, but
Yeah.
like when we have them, it's not fucking humanoid Knuckles, fucking in Miku Hatsune and dancing with a Japanese guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Persona one. The outfits, I mean, it does include the basic stuff like the school uniforms from 3, 4,
Yeah.
and 5. Those are expected. Then
Yeah.
there's Joker's outfit, again, expected.
That's all right.
And
I have no
then
problem with that.
there's two that
Wait.
stand out.
Yeah.
Morgana. Like you can make yourself look like Morgana. They even shrink you down.
Oh god.
Oh,
And there's another one that basically
wow.
turns you Teddy from Persona 4.
I'm not
Oh,
for either
no.
of these things.
Did you finally get a chance to go to the marketplace and see all of the Sonic shit, like, everywhere?
It just feels like a game that I know why it's free. Is all I'm trying to say. If it does, when you bombard
Well,
me
yeah.
with marketplace shit, and you have all the crossover stuff, and I
yeah,
don't
I mean-
feel like I'm gonna get lost in it. I feel like it's a game that just feels very cell phone game to me. But you know, like constantly vying for your attention, trying to pull you in some direction.
One of my
Yeah, I
issues
mean,
with-
like, the moment you even try to log on, it's like, hey, did you know we have this pack? We have that pack. Go and subscribe to this.
But
We're
it's
gonna
not
have-
me calling it bad by any means. It's a
It's
very
not.
fun game to play.
It's pushy, is the way
it's
I
a
would put it.
pushy game. It's just a game that I feel like is not designed for how I like my game.
it's also a grindy game, very grindy.
Not
Yes.
see, I don't mind grind in some instances. Like I enjoy Warframe, and that can be pretty grindy. But the
Oh, that
grind
game
there,
is grind.
but it's a fun grind.
Depends on the
It's a
context,
grind
but
that
yes.
appeals to me.
For me, it depends on
but,
the context.
I guess it's just how you sell the grind.
Because some grinding in Warframe is straight up fucking unbearable.
But I'm very,
Especially
I guess it's my casual attitude about it too.
Especially anything that has to do with the open world maps.
Sure, but again, it's the attitude of I can always progress in the main stuff, and that's fine, but the grinding is for stuff I don't actually need. And maybe because of that, I feel like it's not as much of a problem. Now, when it's stuff like to get to expansion content, then we have problem. But most of the time, it's for, do you want this particular Warframe? And I'm more willing to do it there when I feel like it's
I suppose you're right with that.
But I want it.
Yeah, that sounds like that'd be fine. If it's like a little whatever, if you want to pick it up, fine. If not, just go about your business.
Yeah.
But
even then, like, grinding is just, like, what is fun about that game is the mindless shit. So, like, the appeal of that game is the grinding. And because you're just enjoying the combat. Like, it's a real brain turn-off game. So
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need the grind to speed up because I'm just doing the thing that I like to do. It's like, okay, I got a game comparison. It's going to sound weird, but it makes sense when I get to the end of it. So people like the Chow Garden in Sonic Adventure 2 a lot, right? And I think a lot of the reason they like it is because you get to replay the levels you enjoy over and over again. And at some point, there's just something really relaxing about it. It's like, okay, I get to do this level, but I like this level. I'm just doing this because I want to do that level over and over.
That is true.
You know? And I feel like that's Warframe. Hell, that's the end game of this game for me. Like, it's like, okay, I have all these roulettes, but it's comfortable. It's comfortable content. You know? It's not like Destiny where it's really obscure. I know exactly what I'm supposed to do. It's just, you know, just comfort. If I gotta be mean to 14 about one thing, I know you're nowhere near endgame, Patrick. But like,
yeah.
But
say whatever you're about to say, I'm just gonna.
But I've explained to you how it works with the tombstone system because they've never changed it. It's been the same endgame. But the thing is that there's no mystery to the endgame. If you figure out how the endgame works at any point in this game, you will have figured out how the endgame works eternally. Because it will never change it. Now, there will be other things you can do that are added, that are new and exciting, like the Relic Quest is something very different, you know. Sure. But the general endgame will always be the structure of do your fucking roulettes.
Basically.
Hit your weekly cap, and you're good.
By the way, regarding relics, he means things like that I just posted in chat.
Well, I think WoW has relics. I think it's the same system. Don't you guys have like legendary weapons that require hard work to get?
We did at one point. I think they're making a comeback.
Oh, there you go. Ours now is you can either grind for it or you can do the new super cool open
like for
world
example,
PvE thing.
Just to talk about that real quick because I didn't remember an example. Like if you play WoW Classic, somebody is going to say, "Did somebody say?" and then link Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker.
Forgot about
It's
that.
bound to happen.
That means nothing to me.
Yeah, so far there's not actually any truly legendary weapon here, just the relics that basically anyone can get with enough grinding.
But it's also, again, this is a more casual game. Like, I just don't see 14 being one of those games that you really lose your life to the same way. Because it doesn't ask as much of you.
Yeah, true.
Hello.
I guess you could, but like... Oh yeah, and the Stardew Valley thing is being added. We don't know a lot about that. But theoretically, that could be really cool. I think, and I'm going to compare it to something that you hate, but I'm going to say it in a good way. It's like, I remember you being like, that's really strange, and I'm like, no, it's just like a version of Garrisons that would be fun. It's like you have something... No, that would be fun, because it wouldn't be the end game. Here it would be its own game that's on the side.
Well,
that you would do for
I
fun.
suppose. Oh god, Garrison's really screwed things up.
Yeah, but again, our end game will never change, so we don't have to worry about, you know, for better or worse, we're never going to have to worry about the end game going to shit, ever.
Enlighten me, what exactly did garrisons do?
You turned on the game, you showed up at this base that you would be able to basically level up, and then you would turn off the game because that was the entire fucking end game for a bit.
It was like your own personal base where you could just go and you could get different materials, you could send people on missions for you. Basically, it did so many different things. It tanked the economy. There was no need to trade anymore.
Damn.
This is
really
but on a far smaller scale, because it's just the reason I compare it. It's having a home. It's having a home that isn't a literal home. It's having like a farm thing that you would go to and do a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
and
people
relax.
was feeling also a bit.
But it would be set to the side. It wouldn't be like a replacement of anything.
I was gonna say people was feeling it would be like an answer to the housing problem, because it's been a problem ever since they introduced housing.
I'll never be they'll solve that problem when real life solves that problem.
But yeah.
But if I could just suddenly, like, go Stardew Valley in this game when I'm a little stressed,
Yeah, that's
I'm
Get
down.
close to the edge, but don't touch the edge.
Okay, I think I accomplished it.
Good.
You're gonna have to do it a few more times. Get out of there.
Yeah. The extreme version of this fight was like one of my favorite memories back in the day. It was like this fight. Titan is so much fun. Back in the 2.x days. Yeah, edge, but don't pass the edge.
Like right here.
Yeah.
Don't
There
touch
we
the
go.
orange. Don't touch the orange.
Don't touch the
orange
orange.
would be bad. I don't think you can get rezzed if you fall off the fucking edge.
You can't.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, you fall off, that's it. You're out.
Well, then it's not going to happen, lads.
Oh, remind me to send you a video related to this fight, because they made an April Fool's video.
I
It's
gotta
the very
already
first one. It's so good.
I suggest you stick to just one bomb until you get hit by two or more, and it hurts.
It also is one of the things that really made the Dragoon joke. Like Square let us know they were aware of the joke, and they had fun making fun of Dragoons as well. But they redeemed it by giving us the first expansion. Now it's the fucking Paladins' turn.
Alright, looks like so far so good. I'm not seeing where we're having any problems at all.
That's the first good.
Old conflict. I'm not too worried.
Oh, there's plenty of time for me to fuck it up, but I haven't.
And by the way, regarding the thing that Monkey said about Paladins getting their turn, every single expansion they've had like one job that gets to be like a poster job for that expansion. For the next one, it's Paladin.
Yeah. Last time was Dark Knight, obviously.
Somebody dropped and died.
It was Monk before that, and then Dragoon.
Okay, in order they were like this. At 1.0,
Oh shit!
at 1.0,
Ah!
at 1.0 it was Archer, 2.0 Warrior. Heaven's Sword it was Dragoon. In Stormblood it was both Monk and Samurai. In Shadowbringers it was Dark Knight. And for Endwalker it's gonna be Paladin.
Oh yeah, Bard is Archer.
This is 1.0 where only classes exist.
That's right.
Jobs.
No one had a career yet.
God, that was so dirty. Like 3 of those rings appeared right next to each other.
Rest in peace, Bard.
Yep, I got caught. I think if I hadn't panicked, I could have popped my run and would have been fine, but I was just like, oh, fuck. Yep, let's go.
This song was like the first song in the game where I was like, okay, this soundtrack is fucking weird.
Oh, no, I disagree.
Was there something else?
No, he
But
just
I'm not
agreed to
thinking
get
of.
killed.
I was out of
wow.
the rings. Instant replay. Twitch,
Okay.
please.
I mean, okay.
I mean, we're still gonna win, but it's just... Boo.
I'll tell Yoshi P he needs to fix the game. Broke this week.
Only for me.
Yeah,
Only broke
only
me.
for you.
Yeah. See, now you understand. See,
And done. That's a ninja weapon.
yay, there's a loot lid.
We did it.
It's a ninja
We
weapon.
beat Sephiroth.
Oh, it's a ninja weapon.
So yeah, it's useless for you.
Sephiroth.
Surprisingly, Sephiroth has not showed up in this game yet.
Nope. There's
But
barely.
Kefka has.
Yeah.
Yep.
Surprisingly, there's almost no content from Final Fantasy VII in here. Like, the only things we have are you can get Cloud's outfit from Advent Children, Cloud himself is a triple triad card, and if you spend money on the Mog Station, you can get a bike from FF7. That's it.
I think they view 7 as too valuable.
Or too low hanging.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean,
Possibly.
there's Direct 8 references, there's 9 references. There's
Yeah, but-
10 references coming up.
Yep.
I don't think low hanging
God,
is
Anim-
what's going
Animus
on with that.
Makes me so excited.
Well, you know what I mean, though. 7 is easily the most recognizable Final Fantasy of the bunch in general.
Well, of course. But I think what they're trying to do there is they know that, and they find that it's just too valuable to throw in here. If there's ever going to be
I
anything full
wouldn't
Final
say
Fantasy
that.
VII,
The word valuable doesn't work when 6 is in here because it's the second most popular thing there is.
Exactly. That's a good point.
I think it's the thing with 7 is I think it's because like 7 currently has a remake. Doesn't need to necessarily have well, even then 15 had a fucking crossover.
And so did
I
13.
don't know. They might just be waiting. They might be trying to think of something big
Yeah.
when the time comes.
Yeah, they've done crossovers with 13 and 15.
I deny the 13 one. I know it happened, but I don't want to acknowledge it.
According to a friend of mine who did it, apparently Lightning had far more personality in this crossover than she ever did in her
Oh.
entire trilogy.
It's not hard to do.
when
I
lightning
think that was
shows up, it's
right
bad times.
before I started playing too. So to
It
me, it
was-
didn't happen. That was 2.2, I think.
It was before Heaven's Sword, that's all I know.
Yeah, it was 2.2 because I started this game at 2.3, and I remember that I saw Lightning around because people had avatars that looked like her.
Or that had Snow's
for a
outfit.
short time. Yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna repress 13 because it's the only Final Fantasy game that I can't look. Every other game you can have your opinion on it. 13's like the one that I'm the asshole on. I really feel it's like you can debate me on all of them. I'll even like I don't know. What's the second worst one? Like, you can be like, 8's your favorite, and I'll be like, that's fine! I see merit in that. I just can't give any merit to
See, of the
13.
main series, the ones I see get the most flack are obviously 13 by far.
Yeah.
And maybe
rest
8
are good.
and 2.
Okay, 2, you can shit on, but it also gets what I like to call the it's old as shit pass. where it's so old
as
that
shit.
like everyone acknowledges it was just a stepping stone, and even that you can make the argument it led us to the Mana series because the guy who worked on that, or the Saga series, I'm sorry, because the guy who worked on that made the Saga games, none of which I like, but somebody does.
Mm,
It's a respected series, even though
That's
I'm
a fair
not.
point.
well,
One of them.
Eric, I have some bad news for you.
You're a big Saga fan?
No, I'm pretty sure Adora is a fan of 13.
Well, Dora's allowed to be wrong. I'm just not gonna cave on that one.
No, I wouldn't either. It's also, we're talking about the same person enjoys Mass Effect Andromeda.
I mean, I'm gonna make the argument that Andromeda has more merit than 13.
I was gonna say, yeah, Andromeda, if you think about it, it's not a bad game. It's just a game that was no way hell going to live up to the hype that it had set.
I would disagree on calling it a bad game.
I'm in between. I think it's a bad game, but I think by comparison to 13, it's a masterpiece. Because mechanically it's fine for the most part.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's got the Mass Effect mechanics there, but I started playing it a little bit, and I was thinking about 2 and 3. I mean, not story-wise, good God, because then we beat 3 up. But I was just going through that, and I thought, the story was kind of shit. I thought the battles were bad. I was not having fun after a few hours
having
into
said
it.
that, I will admit fully, I have not played the 13 sequels. I hear Lightning Returns has good mechanics. I just never will. So, if that's the case, it's a shame because I'm never gonna play it.
If you want to come over.
Speaking of Mass Effect, that reminds me. I think Lightning Returns had an N7 outfit that you could get for Lightning.
Yes. Lightning was designed, and I quote, to be a female Cloud. And the creator of 13 had an actual crush on his own character. And he loved Lightning. And that man now works for Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is terrifying, but thank God he's not the guy in charge. He's just one person working on it. And 7 Remake has been good so far, in my opinion, but I understand that it's controversial.
If he looked at that character as his female Cloud, then why did they share no characteristics since she was just
physically. Physically, she looks like female Cloud.
Yeah.
I know, it's creepier than I alluded. and okay, to be fair to Lightning, she has an arc. By the end of the game, she's a little different than the beginning. My thing is ultimately I don't care. Yeah. That's my whole feeling about the game. It's like I'm not dissing it because the characters are stilted or anything like that. I just literally did not enjoy them, and I don't enjoy the way that story is told. It's very George Lucas prequel writing, and it's the only one out of the whole series, even 15, that just feels like someone who isn't Square Enix made that fucking game. It doesn't feel right.
Now that you mentioned 15, it's something that makes me laugh.
15 has its problems, but I think it's a better game.
It's a better game even though it has its problems. I was going to say, years ago I remember they used Lightning for Louis Vuitton ads.
Yeah.
Something that amused me, they used that for Lightning. What do you think Noctis got?
I don't remember.
Cup noodles.
Oh yeah.
There you go, cup noodle.
To be fair, that's a good side quest where he's like, yo, it's the best cup noodles. Let's say we kill some monsters just to make the cup noodles taste even better.
Not just that. Number one, there's an actual cup noodles hat that you can put on Noctis as his outfit.
Yeah.
And number two, there was a Japanese ad for the game. Well, there's 2 versions of one. One is a serious ad that shows the game. The other one is the exact same ad, but they replace a bunch of things with cup noodle elements.
Fuck yeah.
I'm just gonna say, I've had years to sit on my feelings about 15. And it's totally a sold out game. No. It's a fucking game from the era when Square Enix sold out. But I think Square had a similar arc that Capcom had. It just wasn't as immediate. Yeah. Where it's like, you know how Capcom had this era where they were just basically dead?
Basically, yeah.
I feel that Square had that as well, and then 14 2.0 comes out. Yoshi P restructures internally, and now they seem to be in a really good place, Doesn't mean there weren't good things coming from Square. It's just they weren't mainline projects. There were stuff like Bravely Default.
they weren't, hitting it out of the park repeatedly. But with Square,
They are now.
I don't know why that was for them, but with Capcom, their problem was they were purposely antagonizing their fans.
Oh, I can tell you exactly why it was with Square. I could fucking write you a history report why it was with Square. I sent you a documentary why it was with Square. And you
that's
fucking
right.
watched
Yes.
it.
That's right. No quip. Oh yeah. Okay. Question answered. But Capcom, it got ridiculous because if you remember, Tekken X Street Fighter or Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Oh god.
They added Pac-Man and Mega Man in, and the Mega Man that they added was a clear fuck you to fans.
Yep.
Yeah, just shit like that.
Square didn't have that problem. Square's problem was a lot more, we are the top, we're going to do things the old-fashioned way and throw tons of money at it, and then it will work out. And 13 was a 10-year-long bet, and nobody liked 13, and then that became a real tragedy when they had to make a trilogy out of it, because they were locked into that. I kind of feel similar about 15 being in that. It felt like a game that was locked in, that they felt like they had to make, rather than they wanted to make. Which is why I say, after Yoshi P took over, Square got great again, but 15 felt like it was kind of halfway of that era.
Yeah, the big thing with bigger companies like that is the question that should always be asked when you're making something like this is why would someone buy the product? And bigger companies like Square, I suppose, in that instance, say because we tell them to. Yeah,
But I mean, one of the reasons I love Yoshi P so much, when 16 was announced, you saw that trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how a lot of people said that footage was unremarkable? Like graphically, it wasn't this like amazing thing.
I know where this is going.
Yoshi P, lovely boy, literally stated that was so fucking intentional because Square Enix for years always shows footage that isn't achievable when they're showing their fucking game. When Final Fantasy 15 got announced, it was a fucking lie. Like the footage looks nothing like what they showed because it couldn't be done. 15 was like, no, they're showing you a fucking video game. They're not showing you a CG trailer. They're showing you what the game looks like. They're showing you something that has been in development. Like their attitude has shifted a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On top of that,
for the best.
On top of that, I also remember him commenting that he was fully aware that if they had shown a CG trailer, then people would start joking, well, see you in 2039.
Yeah. He's made it clear. It's farther along than you'd think. It may be as soon as next year for that game.
It looks amazing. I can't wait to play it. Big Devil May Cry vibes.
Devil May Cry combat guys on it.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Devil May Cry and Dragon's Dogma, which combat was really the best part of that game.
It's gonna be so fucking good.
On the other hand, to make fun of Square Enix, did anyone fucking play that Balan Wonderland demo?
I forgot it existed.
Okay, so for the record, I'm going to explain this one if you don't know the history. There's this man named Yuji Naka who created this little character called Sonic the Hedgehog. May have heard of him. He left Sega because Sonic Team was horrible and said, I'm going to start my own company with blackjack and hookers. And he got money from Square Enix.
There you go.
And he said, I'm going to make my spiritual successor tonight into Dreams. And Square Enix said, I'm going to give you very little money, but we're going to sell it for full price because Yuji Naka wouldn't get away with that shit. And because Square, I love them, but like, there's always a 50-50 chance they'll fuck you. Mm-hmm. Anyway, the demo comes out about 2 months before release. It's coming out in March. And I honestly believe they released the demo so that people wouldn't get disappointed when they play the game. It is horrible. It is absolutely terrible. I mean Sonic 06 level of bad. And I am not making this up. Not one person I have talked to has enjoyed that demo. It is the most cobbled together mess I've ever seen.
That's okay. That's okay. It can't be as bad as Quiet Man. So
It is the Quiet Man of platformers.
Oh, that is
Okay.
harsh.
I have got to watch some of this.
Oh, you can just play it. It's a demo for free, available now.
I value my fucking sanity, bud.
Listen, you have to put what you need to play it because you will laugh as soon as you feel the run cycle on this fucking game. Because your character's legs looks like it's running as fast as Sonic, but you're walking slower than you do in 14. So like you see your legs moving really quickly, but you're barely moving anywhere. It's
Okay,
so
you're selling
bad.
me on this. You're selling me on this real quick.
The saddest thing about it is that the name of the company that Yuji Naka started is called the Ballin' Company. They really believe in this fucking game. They're banking their whole company on it, but man, it's bad. And it breaks your heart, because when you start the demo, it looks really promising. There's a CG trailer that opens that looks like Nights in a Dream. It's really beautiful. It's really funny. It gives you all this excitement. And then the moment gameplay starts, you go, oh no. Oh no. I have heard it compared to, and I cannot disagree with it. It's like if you found like one of those dollar games you find on Steam that's just like Unity asset flips, except it turns out that Yuji Naka was in charge of it. And they're selling it at $60, which makes me not want to even joke at it. But yeah, so if you know, I love Square.
Harsh.
But even good Square, it's like there's a difference between Square making a game and Square just throwing a little bit of money at something they don't fully believe in, because they do that a lot.
Oh,
you know,
Quiet
I mean,
Man.
Tokyo RPG Factory like had a shoestring budget, and none of those games are very good. And you know, Quiet Man's a great example of that. It's like, you know, Square barely thought about it when they gave it the money.
So I Am Setsuna, they thought the whole way I Am Setsuna would just work really well is use like similar combat to Chrono Trigger, and everybody would talk about it and it'd be a big success. But it sucks. It has the dumbest story ever. Yeah, let's just have piano for music. That's it. Like, they just don't care.
It's just a cheap. Well, I mean, honestly, I can write a novel about my feelings of Tokyo RPG Factory, but like it's Square in a nutshell when they're not focused on their projects. If Square believes in the project, they let you know it, and that's the thing. And I am strictly speaking about Japanese Square. American Square is a whole other company. The people that made Avengers, I don't know who the fuck that they are, but Japanese Square, they always let you know when they're proud of their project and when you should be at least interested in it. Right?
Marvel
a good example of that is Nier Automata, because I was the only Nier fan in the world for a bit. I will have you know. But they always hyped Automata. They knew they had something special on their hands and they wanted people to be aware of it. So when they released the new Star Ocean, there was not a fucking drop of marketing. They knew no one would want it.
Monkey, regarding the guys who made Avengers, do you know a studio called Crystal Dynamics?
Oh, I'm familiar.
What? No.
They're the guys who...
Yeah, they were pulled off of Deus Ex for that fucking thing.
No, that's Eidos Montreal.
My understanding is it is that team. They canceled Deus Ex and it was a support team.
Okay,
for Avengers.
Eidos Montreal assisted with Avengers, but the game was developed primarily by Crystal Dynamics, who have been doing the Tomb Raider franchise since Tomb Raider Legend. Yep.
I'm aware they're talented, but that's because American.
In fact, now that I'm checking, Avengers is their first non-Tomb Raider game since 2006.
Oh, you're gonna want to stop skipping cutscenes. By the way, I see where you are with Keeper of the Lake, and I'm just gonna tell you now, everything upcoming is somewhat important. Not only is this a cool dungeon, but this dragon in particular that we're about to go to does matter to the greater plot.
This is the point.
So I would get.
Okay, so this is time to stop with the skipping.
Stop with the skipping. I feel like now you're in the more, I should really pay attention to things.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, I'm going to encourage you to no longer skip cutscenes. I'll be honest.
All right.
Or at least tone it down.
Yeah, Keeper of the Lake's fucking cool, though. I'm up for that.
It's one of the
Keeper of the Lake. We're doing it.
Yeah, I hopped off the party. It's one of the better 2.0 dungeons.
2.x.
Yeah, 2.x, my bad.
Yeah. But yeah, pay attention to the cutscenes.
Yeah,
They'll
we'll
be
do
on
this
the
thing.
homework.
We'll do this thing.
Make
Keep it
our
going.
Sormer is like constantly referenced.
Definitely.
Visually, this one's fucking sick. And
I'm pretty hyped to
cool
be doing this
mechanics.
again every Sunday.
every Sunday.
And then we have viewers right now, people watching. Hey, how's it going? It's almost like the podcast, except Eric isn't actually here, and we're playing Final Fantasy XIV.
Also, I am here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to be here every time.
We'll see. Who knows?
It'd be fun.
But
We'll
anyways,
bring Kat in.
yeah, like I said, if you want, you can go unlock Samurai or Red Mage right now once you're done with the dungeon. They start at level 50.
I think he wants to be healer is the thing.
I do want to be a healer.
Yeah, but you know, it's always nice.
Well,
to
then I would fucking watch the mage trailer when you're done and look at what the new healer looks like. That they're gonna make. Because the new healer looks cool.
Let me get the link and post it in his server.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in general.
Get your actually send them both that and the CG trailer, and then before you leave the stream, give your impressions to the world what you think of those trailers.
Should we include the CG trailer for Endwalker? Because I feel it might be spoilery stuff.
Oh fuck spoilers! One, he's not gonna know what's going on. No, I mean really, he's not gonna know what's going on. It's gonna be.
No,
I already spoiled
because I
he's going
think
to the moon.
I think the tank just pulled it way too much here.
No, he didn't.
Okay, anyways,
You're gonna have to get used to the tanks doing this. It just means you gotta up your game on the healing.
There's this.
You may want to tell the tank that you're not very good.
Okay, well,
There's a
yeah, because we're gonna wipe.
There's a save video.
Yeah, let him know.
There you go. Both of them
You're
are
a baby boy.
Both the videos are on Discord now, in general.
Okay. Let me respawn here.
Yeah, I suggest you let them know that that's your first time doing the dungeon. Hopefully that'll help.
I just wrote for you.
Okay.
But yeah, regarding the stat crunch, just to give you an idea of how high HP is right now. What's your max HP at the moment?
Mine, almost 5,000.
With Dark Knight, minus over 172,000
Wow.
at level 80.
I'd have to look. On my real character. That I've been using for almost 10 years.
Yeah, he'll be right back.
Yeah, we have no problem keeping it up here. There we go.
But yeah, I think Endwalker is a cool expansion name.
I agree.
It feels like this is the apology letter for Rise of Skywalker. Oh, speaking of Disney, unrelated to anything, have you seen any WandaVision?
I have not.
Get on that. That's
We've
the
been
best
watching.
Marvel thing.
We've been watching Always Sunny during dinner.
That's
and
also
whatnot.
great. But WandaVision, I think, is the best Marvel thing. I really like it.
I know there's been a tremendous amount of hype. A lot of people have really been enjoying it, talking about it.
Oh, it's brilliant.
That's good, because Disney Plus needed a shot in the arm.
Yeah, this is fucking great. It's, believe it or not, there's a word I'm going to use to describe it, and you're not going to believe me, but you'll see it, and then you'll be like, oh god, he's right. It's very Lynchian.
Okay.
David Lynchian. I got a lot of Twin Peaks vibes. And the bombshell, the most recent episode, kind of made the whole internet shit its pants.
Anything I need to know about this fight?
I don't remember. Keep
Fair.
the tanks away from us because they're going to blow up. So just don't go near the tank.
Yeah. I'm just going to make sure that you guys don't explode and die.
Yeah, you don't want to do that either. I'd recommend not exploding and dying.
No, I'm going to make sure you guys don't do that. Oh, I see what's going on. It shoots this fucking beam and shoves people toward them. Alright.
Yeah. You don't want to be near one of them when they explode.
Yeah, let's get away from that. Look out.
Yeah, WandaVision. It's not even an action show. It's a sitcom.
So I heard. And I thought that was very interesting.
Apparently the Winter Soldier show is coming out like immediately after, so there's going to be a good Marvel pick for a while. Like they're doing the show back to back. So as soon as this ends, the next Marvel thing comes out. It's kind of been nostalgic to get back into Marvel, honestly. It's just been like, oh yeah, this has been gone forever. The world sucked for a while. And I think the breather has been good for Marvel. Like, it's
yes,
bad for
because
the world.
it was oversaturated. And I wouldn't mind Marvel TV. I'm not ready for Marvel movies.
I feel like I'm back in after WandaVision for whatever they want to do. Because, like, I'm... with the twists and turns, I'm fully enthralled.
Can't use it. Pass. Off we go. It's really quick here while we're getting in this fight. I just want to say to the chat, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. I know we're just chatting like old buddies. That's because we are. But, you know, you guys are enjoying the 14 mishaps that we have going on here, listening to the chat. I want to thank you. If anybody's coming through here for the first time, why don't you go ahead and give a follow? That way you can come back and keep hanging out. Got a schedule, stream Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. This coming weekend, you're probably not going to see much of me because I have to have my cataract surgery. Those guys are fucking dead. What are we doing? What is this? Oh, okay.
We're going this way. Oh yeah, the cutscene after this, I remember at the time feeling like a huge bombshell. I have revealed it forever ago, but you may not remember. Hopefully you
probably don't. That's okay, we'll get to it.
Like a lore reveal that made me like the game more.
While we're doing this, I'm going to do one more quick shill to remind everybody that any of the bits, subs, donations, anything like that that's happening right now will assist with the cataract surgery. With prescriptions and all, it's going to be about $500. So I appreciate anything you guys can throw my way. Thank you.
You know what you should do when you have the surgery? Ask them professionally if you know, like you need someone to hold your hand and say you need a CE. Because then I can take part of the day off work and just hang out and get on my phone. And then I'll pretend it's like, no, it's for a patient.
I see. I see. You know, I do have Dana.
I know, but it would be doing me a favor.
Oh, I see. I see. Just tell him specifically it's a guy friend and I need, right?
Yeah.
That's what I need?
I need a friend.
And-
well, hold on. I get called ma'am a lot.
And
I don't know
even
why,
if the
but I
doctor
do.
keeps... That's weird. But even if the
Over
doctor's
the
like,
phone.
no, it'll be
Everyone
fine.
thinks I'm a woman over the phone, which is fine.
That's odd. But even
I
if the
get called
doctor just
ma'am.
keeps saying no, it'll be okay. You don't need that much attention. Be like, come on. I kind of do, don't I?
Yeah. No, they'll let you do it as long as it's employee. You know. What's important is it means I won't be at the front desk. And I can just chill. Especially if it's on a 3-dock day. Although I have a feeling it's not going to be at the actual... I don't think the surgery is at our location.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But I may
No,
see you
it's at a
immediately
different
after.
facility. Did I tell you that I have to wait a month in between the two?
Between the two what?
Surgeries.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds usual.
The reason why is because the doctor's going to be having a kid with his
Yeah.
wife, so they're taking time off.
Well... What can
And
I
the lady
say?
I was-
Doctors shouldn't be allowed to do that.
It's horrible. Shameful. But the lady I was talking to that was scheduling it kept saying, well, it's going to be disorienting if you have only one fixed and the other one's still having issues. And I just explained to her, lady, I can barely drive. I'm becoming a hazard on the road. I'll wear an eye patch if I need to.
Well, shit.
Because if it's a bright sunny day and I'm driving, I'm not going to see the traffic lights until I'm right fucking up on them.
So are you
I've
going to
just
start
been-
wearing an eye patch?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Dude, you get to say ARG.
Yeah, I'm going to wear an eye patch and try to convince everybody that I'm tough.
You heard it here
Like,
first.
I got into like this hardcore fight. Somebody had to like carve my eye out with a knife.
You'll become a fighting game character.
Yeah. I'm gonna start practicing at night yelling tiger just to see if it works.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna say it now. I'm gonna be really pissed if it doesn't.
Yeah, I think this is a cool dungeon. Even now, after all this time. I still really like this one. This is
I'm
my
certainly...
dumbass opinion, but I feel like the mechanics are fun. I feel like it's visually cool.
I'm not feeling pressured anymore. I don't know if it's maybe I'm picking it up. Maybe it's the tank that's just doing a better job. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm feeling like this is quite well oiled. I'm pretty happy with it.
Well-oiled machine.
Oh fuck, we need to stop that. Oh, you are in the shit.
When he targets you, he's gonna chase you with the fire. So what you try to do is get out of the way of everyone so you can leave the space for people to stand. That's just the best you can do. But we almost got him. I mean, look how close we are.
Yeah, we're fine. Oh, hey, wow. That was painful.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, try to avoid standing in the fire.
I'm right at the edge where I'm not in the fire. Okay, now I am.
Well, guess what? He's dead, so it's...
As soon as I bragged and said I'm not in the fire, he's like, oh, I'll fix that shit.
We have to defeat question mark.
Oh, no.
Make our Stormer, baby. And yeah, do pay attention to cutscenes, because they'll be on the homework.
Oh, no.
So yeah, now that you know 14 is not going to end, how do you feel about the fact they're gonna just stick with this game.
Forever.
Well, I mean, there was a real consideration that they may just make another MMO, but it seems like it's not gonna happen. Seems like they're just gonna stick with what's doing well by them.
Yeah, they should. There's no need to do that. Just like I know Project Titan was originally another MMO from Blizzard. And my initial question to this day is why?
Well, I mean, 14 was a replacement for 11, you know. But I feel like this was more needed. I don't know, I feel like 14 can evolve and just stay relevant if they handle it well.
Well, I haven't played 11, so I don't know if it needed replaced.
It's pre-WoW.
I know. But so City of Heroes, and it was fun.
City of Heroes is... Okay, I'll say this. 11 is a neat game, but it is old as shit, and you can feel it. You can feel it in its bones. It is very unplayer-friendly. It is the only fucking game I know of that you can de-level.
Oh, what? Okay, yeah. That would not stand the test of time.
Yeah. It's still playable in a softened form, but it's... No.
Yeah, that makes me cringe a little.
Well, I mean, it's, you know, it was an EverQuest competitor. And it was very good and very liked as an EverQuest competitor. WoW changed MMOs forever, and that kind of made 11 obsolete. 14 is kind of a safer game, but I think it's very good. But now it's like one of only two real... Like, there's two actual MMOs. You know, there's a lot of side ones, or free-to-play ones, but there's like two in the main conversation.
I still need to download Dark Age of Camelot again and see where DAOC stands in these days. All right, cutscene.
Cutscene.
All right, there's a Dargan. Two of them.
Who treadeth now upon my bones, and waketh me from slumber sweet?
Okay.
It's my dad.
Indeed. Did you get royalties from this?
My dad does.
No sharing?
My dad doesn't really love me.
Oh.
And fear me.
I was abandoned.
Okay, I saw the cutscene, but you're gonna have to help me out with the lore on that one.
That's not the cutscene with the lore. That's just a boss fight. That's just like after. No, that's just a boss fight setup.
Okay, because I was just like, yeah, it's a dragon. What of it?
Well, the dragon will say shit that will matter later on after the fight. We're proving ourselves worthy to the dragon. What's important, if I recall... Well, I'll say after the cutscene.
Yeah.
I can't.
Why don't you say after we kill the guy? Okay, a lot of blasted.
Yeah, you got some AoE. You gotta dodge shit. Imagine dragons.
Alright. You guys should be fine.
I'm trying to remember mechanics. This fight it's been a while.
Ooh,
I've done this.
that was a little bit of damage. Everybody's coming over here.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Here. That was good to do. You can still stab and stab.
Oh, look out.
Fuck out of there.
Shit. Alright, we got this. We're good. Oh, that was a faster blast than I thought it would be. I don't know.
I know he's still in the game.
Perhaps he wasn't too keen on doing this,
I don't know.
which I can understand. Oh, dragon. Whoa.
Yeah, you want to get out of the fire. I don't know about you, I love AoEs, I think they're fun. My favorite pastime is dodging AoEs.
Of course,
One
it's
of
the
my favorite
greatest thing
things
to do.
on MMOs. Some people can't stand an AoE, I love them.
Well,
Uh-oh, we lost our healer!
What happened?
are we in trouble?
He died. Oh, our healer is dead.
Are we like fucked?
Oh, my healer is dead.
Thank you for that great answer.
Hard to win a fight when your healer is dead.
I see the problem.
Our healer is dead?
Yeah. I just
That's
figured out
my
the strangest
problem.
thing you're doing.
That's typically the issue.
I feel like it's usually harder to win when you can't get heals.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
We may still pull it off, though.
I guess no one has a res on them.
No.
Fuck,
Okay.
fuck.
Healers.
Sorry.
Yeah, healers aside, the only class at this
Oh, it's all. Look how close.
Yep.
Well, that's just the Mirage, right?
But it might
Yeah.
be the final hit.
I was just gonna say, at this level, healers
Oh.
aside, the only class that can revive other players is Summoner.
Oh, I see. After you take down his
Hell
Mirage.
yeah!
What?
My boy!
Nice.
My son.
I can't
raised
believe
that
that.
boy.
Okay, so watch this cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, did you learn a lot from that
it ended.
cutscene?
Oh, did you troll me?
Well, it's the cutscene coming after the dungeon.
Oh,
Is that I'm
okay.
referring
Once
to
you
you
leave.
two. But that was sweet. Talk about someone just fucking owning it and doing it with the limit break.
I can't
Oh, that
believe
was
it.
great.
I love
I
when
can't
that
fucking
happens.
believe it.
I don't know who that is, but they're getting laid.
So they are.
Someone's gonna fuck them tonight.
Or at least
here
give
we
him
go.
or at least give him a really nice meal. At the very least.
Reprieve.
Oh, here we go. Here's the cutscene.
You know what the sign of a blowjob?
Speak, mortal, and I shall listen.
Okay.
Guided
And-
by a star.
My character just goes up.
Oh yeah, you still don't have the power of choosing what you say yet.
My
I swear to God, your avatar will become a character.
song,
Yeah.
Ishgard.
For the record, the dialogue choices that come later on are completely pointless.
It's for flavor.
Must
Yeah.
answer
Just letting
for
him
their
know.
father's misdeeds. We do not forget.
Especially later on, you do get some hilarious choices at times.
Forgive.
Oh no, it's anonymous.
7 children did I sire.
The leader of Anonymous was always a dragon.
There you go. I've learned. It's a little hard to swallow, but it appears to be true.
Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain.
Oh. I shall glow it.
Trickery is thy shield. This frail, ignoble creature is not gifted, but chosen.
Okay.
Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent. Fear not, mortal. I shall not harm thee.
Was that a dog? I heard a dog shaking.
Animal needs pet.
Yes, I do have a dog. He just never appears on stream.
Unlike Mittens who once had to shut down your stream by sleeping on your keyboard.
Mm-hmm. She loves it. Oh, when I was trying to redo the wires earlier, she just came charging through here and just acted like a total ass until I had to chase her out. Let's see if I can get him to show up. Lily. Hey, buddy. Ah! Look that way. Louie.
Doggo.
Louie the dog.
Yep, that's a doggo.
Bedtime, bud. Alright, come on.
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker.
Maybe.
Thou
Are you?
art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine. I did but strip thee of thy mistress's feeble blessing.
Really now?
Yeah, so that whole "you can't die because God loves me" thing, you just remove that shit.
Thou didst
So you can totally die
much
now.
by her grace, but no more.
Ooh.
Which is good, because it's nice to have stakes in a fucking story.
That is true.
Although you find out later that that blessing really means less and less every fucking day. To now, it's like irrelevant. But at the time when you start this game, it's like, oh yeah, you're the chosen one by God. You're like the Blues Brother.
And
Mission from God.
And now God don't really give a shit about you. You just lost your blessing, and you got a little dragon.
yeah, now you got a little dragon accompanying you.
Yeah. The expansion is all about dragons, but
Yeah.
Like from here on out, I keep the dragon?
yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Sweet.
He's just sitting there. He won't do anything. He's just
I mean,
sitting there.
he shows up once in a while.
okay.
Body, and thence doth
Although very
my
rarely
love
these days.
find new
I mean, he's still there, but
Right, right.
when
But Mikar Stormer's influence matters more in
The
Heaven's Word.
dragon song.
Okay. I got a dragon. What's up?
Dragon Ball Z. Dragon. What's the dragon?
the dragon.
Come get me.
I hate that song.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Thank goodness.
What, do you want me to
we're-
sing the One Piece rap instead?
No, please don't.
Hmm.
I was just gonna say, thankfully, where I grew up, I mean, we had a completely different dub of Dragon Ball where they basically just translated the damn thing. The theme song we got was basically the same as the Japanese place, but in Spanish.
You know, funny enough, I can't handle the Dragon Ball sub because of Goku's voice. I can't handle female Goku. And
hard
it's
to get used
weird
to.
because, like, Luffy, I fucking love the voice, and that's, you know, but
I guess
something about
because it's-
Goku.
It's not as fitting for Goku, like grown Goku, that is.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, where you are, Patrick, I'd say now just focus. Like, whenever you're getting plot shit, I'd pay somewhat attention.
Okay.
Because I feel like now you are close to where shit is getting more real.
Let me check real quick.
It
what
especially
Keeper of
will
the
get
Lake is.
real, and you'll know when it happens.
Shit's getting real. All right.
When there is a
all right.
cutscene that will say, yo, you're going to need some time to watch this one.
Definitely.
When you get to that, you'll know shit is hitting the fan. And then you will obsess about that cutscene for fucking 10 years, and you still don't know what the fuck's going on with it.
Okay, let me see. I'm checking, so...
Fucking Lola Greedo, that little fucking bitch.
I'm checking, so
Oh,
after
am
you
I going
beat-
back here? Of course I am. Of course I am.
So after you beat
Oh yeah,
Praetorium,
that
there's a total
location, let me tell you, even to this day, you go there all the time.
Mhm.
That's like your main home. Like, the Wandering
Such is
Sands
life.
sucked, but that location, the Rising, is a good place to be.
It's nicer than Waking Sands. By the way, you beat Keeper of the Lake, right? If so, you're halfway through 2.5.
Okay, yeah, absolutely pay attention from now on.
Okay.
Because you are next to the expansion.
I mean, he still has, let me count. $20 quests.
Okay, 20 quests till expansion, but I believe you can do it.
Mm.
And then everyone in the world will tell you that the expansion is good.
Everyone in the world. All right.
Yeah, everyone likes Heavensward.
Yeah. Everyone.
There's a
I mean,
reason why
okay.
they're giving you 2.0 and all of 2.3 for free, because they know that 2.3 is where they get your hooks.
Yeah. But yeah, everyone agrees
Ishgard,
that
Shellbird.
everyone agrees that
Ishgard is the
Heavensward
location
is,
of Heavensward.
yeah, it's,
Yeah.
it's the main city.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say everyone agrees that Heavensward is one of the best stories in the game. It's always between that and Shadowbringers recently.
I'm of the mind that Shadowbringers is the best, but it is a debate. That is an internal debate. And then I will say this: Stormblood is good. I don't want to make it sound like Stormblood is a bad expansion. It is
It's
not.
good,
It is
but
just not the favorite.
And it also never quite reaches the same levels as Heavensward and Shadowbringers.
But I still think I love Xenos, and I love a lot of moments, and I think there's some cool scenery and cool dungeons. I think it's a good expansion. I think it's just not a world changer
Yeah, and
that
if I'm
like
honest,
Heavensward and Shadowbringers were.
and for me, I had a hard time giving a shit about half of Stormblood's story, specifically the half with all of Alamigo. I could not stand
Alamigo's
that.
Alamigo's weak. I just don't like one particular character, and she's in the party currently, but she has a different name in that one. You know who I'm talking about. I've never
Mhm.
liked her.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I've never liked her. I don't like Manfilia either. Fuck her.
No, I don't. She's
Well,
she's
No.
incredibly dull.
Well, good
Nobody
news
likes
for
it.
you. I better hold back on that one.
She's not gonna die. That's what you're curious about.
Art thou to pun?
She's not gonna
master of thy
die,
fate.
but she's gonna exit the story and be out of the way. She's fucking toast. She's bland toast.
I hear
He's
that
bread.
running flower shops are apparently pretty profitable in Final Fantasy worlds.
Well, that may be more true when we introduce Stardew
My
Valley.
friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the
I don't know how
warlord
the fuck
and
that's
lived to
gonna
tell the
affect the
tale.
economy. I haven't seen Lucy in so long. Jesus Christ.
I give thanks
Yeah, I
to
forgot she.
Helene for
I
your
forgot she
preservation.
existed.
I feel like
False
it's the
friends.
equivalent of watching a TV show and you've been in it for like 7 seasons and
encounter
going
with the
back to
Keeper of the
season 1.
Dravanians
It's
are
like,
coming.
oh yeah, I forgot you were a
I'm
major
told
character
that
at one
Ishgard has
point.
magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature.
I just hope it doesn't go the way of Game of Thrones, where everyone just gets really upset at
God.
the end.
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will
They
be
did
no
say they were Game of
different.
Thrones fans, but that was also before the show shit the bed.
And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wolves
I
to be
never
swept.
really put that much faith in the Game of Thrones, but if I did, and that was the final season they gave
I
me,
dare not
I'd be
presume
so
to speak for
fucking
him,
pissed.
but I expect the
Oh,
Lord
talk to
Commander would
Linda
sing your
about it. I
praises.
fucking heard. Well, I actually have a comparison. I
must
felt
away.
very similar
We shall
when
meet again
Rise of
soon.
Skywalker came out.
Well, there you go.
14, I'm a little less worried about it. They seem to have had this planned out. I don't know what's after the 10 years. That's going to have to be a new plan, I imagine. But
Countless assaults weathered.
there was a
Well,
point
this
that
will
made
be
me
no
feel really
different.
confident that they said
Why
that
am
was
I
kind of
not
interesting.
convinced?
Where they're like, if you actually look at all the expansions, we did a clever thing y'all never noticed where we made each expansion a different time of the day.
Yeah,
So it
that's
was like,
basically
oh,
what-
you fuckers did have this planned out, didn't you?
Mhm.
It's like, first you had Dawn with the Realm Reborn, and then you had, a Blue Sky, Heaven's Sword, and then we had Stormblood, Sunset, and then you have the Middle of the Night, Shadowbringer.
And now comes Sunrise again with Endwalker.
That's right. Now, before you continue on in that story, because I'm going to bed soon, what I recommend
Yeah.
you do instead, I
I'm
want
doing
your
the same.
reaction to trailers.
Yeah, I posted them in general.
Okay. Yeah,
And then
let's
you
go
can-
ahead. We'll do that real quick. And by the way, the numbers already went down, but MMO Night seems like it's going to be pretty good because at one point, all of a sudden, just boom, 15 viewers.
I mean, Red Room did raid you.
No, this is
game-
way after that. Like this
Oh.
happened 5 minutes ago.
Oh, my
Well,
bad.
this game's... People are excited
That's-
for the expansion right now.
That's
Yeah.
pretty impressive. And we've got a few extra numbers that just popped up. So hey, how's it going, guys?
I would recommend getting caught up to the expansion so you can stream that when it comes out in fall.
Oh, I'm going to. I mean, this is going to become a regular thing on Sundays. If you guys are here for the first time and you're lurking, not saying anything in chat, why not go ahead and just follow up? Oh, one of them I do see who it is. It's Claire. Hey, Claire. What's going on?
Hi, Claire.
Howdy.
All right, so where's this trailer?
And general chat in your
Posted on
Discord.
Discord.
Oh, it's in general. I looked in 14.
There's
Yeah, but-
2 different trailers. There's one of the expansion, and then there's one showing off the new job, the healer job specifically.
Okay.
We want
As it
your
is, start
reaction to
with,
both.
Start with Sage, which is it's shorter.
Can you put that on the screen?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me a second. We're going to get this set up here.
And while you do that, 2 things regarding Final Fantasy XVI. I will be surprised if number 1, the game is not rated M based on what we've seen.
It will be. No question.
Yeah, and number 2, I will also be surprised if Soken is not the composer.
That I'm not 100% sure, but from the trailer, it sounds like him. It's got
It
his
does sound like his
audio.
stuff. But at the same time, I would be surprised if he isn't. But at the same time, I would understand why. I mean, he's both sound director and main composer from 14. It's a lot of job.
Soken
Give me
is one
one
of the
second
hardest
here,
working
folks.
musicians.
What was that?
Oh, I was saying, just telling everybody in chat, give me 1 second.
Yeah, I was asking Monkey, actually. Sorry.
I was saying he's one of the hardest working composers
Oh,
in
definitely.
terms of the amount that he does and quality.
And like I said, that's on top of being sound director for this game.
Yeah. He's not my favorite musician for Square, but he is up there.
He's
He's
definitely
on
getting
that
up
top
there.
3.
All right. So I've got the trailer pulled up right here.
Oh, this is inappropriate for children. If there are any children here, cover your
Oh,
eyes.
no. Children. Do the right thing, okay?
Yep. Gonna mute myself
Don't-
here so you can watch it peacefully.
You have the
Don't-
audio muted on this thing, I'd like to point out.
It's fixed.
Okay,
I noticed I did.
I was worried.
All right, let's do this. Wait, what now?
Yeah, you got like these 4 things that move around. It is a healer job.
Yeah, it totally
looks
doesn't look like a healer job, though.
I know. There's a lot of variety. It looks cool.
Oh, that is cool. That
This
is
and the
super
Astrologian
badass.
are both pretty non-traditional healer jobs.
Yep, that was Sage.
Astrologian that exists right now is kind of like a card battle version of a healer job.
Yep. Although in return of that, they're also the worst healer in terms of overall offensive capabilities. Okay, enjoy the teaser now.
Yeah.
Quiet.
The final days were upon us. The fabric of the star had begun to fray, its lands rent by tooth and claw.
Love it so far. So cool.
Hype as shit.
Are you alright?
I can look after myself, you know. And I've had enough of this rabble. Come on!
So good. Yes, Claire, heal beams.
Past the
For real! To the moon, baby!
To the moon!
Wall Street bets, diamond hands. Endwalker diamond hands.
They've been hinting at the moon for years, but like no one ever actually thought it was going to happen.
Okay, straight up, that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. And as you can see, Alphanel's sister is still alive. She does return in the story at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
Alphino's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's in it.
Yep. And in case you noticed, I don't know if you noticed that Alphino sounded differently, kind of.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
the
a little
voice
bit.
actors changed Heavensward
Yeah,
onwards.
yeah, they replaced the entire voice cast as of Heavensward.
Okay.
I much prefer their post Heavensward voices though.
Oh, definitely. Excluding
I-
Meryl Webb, she's the one exception.
Which one?
Meryl Webb, the leader of Limsa Lominsa. Big
I
femoral
guess. I
lady.
can't even remember her voice.
But I'm super excited after that. That's going to be a really cool healing class. I can't wait to play that.
Yep.
It'll be fun. I think you got to be level 70, but then you'll be able to play that. Oh, and
Oh.
own the new expansion, of course.
Of course.
Yeah,
I'll
it's-
get there, no issue.
Yeah, it starts at level 70.
Yeah. So once you hit level 70, you'll be able to play it early.
Yeah, it's fine. It's only
Yeah, level 70 and beat a
18
specific
levels,
quest.
I
We
think.
still don't know which one.
So that means you'll have to beat the next two expansions.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. I'll be able to do that too. Sure. But I think we're probably going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Guys, you got any final words you'd like to say?
Be sure to drink your Ovaltine.
Perfect.
I get that reference.
I'm not proud of it, but I made it, so it's what's done is done. I can't really reverse course at this point.
A crummy commercial?
Run
Son
a
of-
commercial?
Son of a
I love
bitch.
I love that. Son of a bitch. All right. Well, really quick, I want to thank everybody for the subs tonight. That definitely helps with the cataract surgery that I'm going to be having this coming Friday. So I'm a little under the knife, but I should be fine.
Best of luck with that.
Thank you.
Also,
And
I just
also-
want to say this on stream.
Mhm.
It's been cool talking to you, Cattle. Like, I know
Yes,
we've never had the
yes.
voice chat, but I'm really glad you came in.
First time I have heard this man's voice after like years of hanging and everything. First time. Badass.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's because recently we did a lot of remodeling and finally the PC is in my room where I can speak, for the most part, privately.
Thank you so much for the bits, Claire. That helps too. All of it helps toward this surgery I'm going to be getting. And I know that you've been sick lately too, so I hope you're feeling better. But that said, we're going to go ahead and choose someone to raid. I've been doing some cross promotion with my old political science professor from Marshall University. He goes by Decaf Jedi. His name is Jess. I don't think he wants anyone to know his last name, so we'll leave it at Jess.
Fair enough.
And he is playing Jurassic World Evolution. Really chill dude. Likes to play a lot of adventure games. He's actually designed an adventure game that's been published before. So we're going to roll over there and say hi to him with a raid. I'll be back on Wednesday. It'll be Retro Night. Thursday is going to be Chill Night. Surgery on Friday, so weekend streams are probably not going to happen. But I'll see you guys Wednesday. Let's get this raid going. All right. Countdown's almost complete, guys. Have an awesome night. Thank you so much. And we done.
Woo.
Okay, so I just want to say off stream.
Patrick, good to see you. Thank you.
Every
so much for
time
your tonight.
I think
I'm
about the new
playing
expansion, I
Jurassic
keep
World
thinking of
Evolution
Futuramas
and
where
learning all
whalers
about
on the
life and
moon.
death. It turns out
We carry our harpoons,
but you
and we're
can't keep them alive
dragoons.
forever. And sometimes when you
I still want to know the extent of the whole going to the moon thing, because I mean they did reveal the 2 new regions.
I imagine it's okay. My guess is that's going to be where the final fight is on the moon.
Or
I don't
we go-
necessarily think that we get to explore a lot of the moon as much as we're going to end up there. But you know, at the same token, I didn't fucking expect when we got. I'm gotta cover this language up for